Let's take a look at how the iPhone can assist you with the inevitable typos that will occur when you're using the keyboard. I've started typing a note of things to do today, and on this line, I'm starting to type the phrase in no particular order. Notice the iPhone has offered a suggestion. I've typed enough of the word particular that the iPhone is guessing what I mean to type here. If the suggestion is correct, I just press space and the word is completed for me. If that wasn't the word I wanted, I could just continue typing and ignore the suggestion. But the iPhone's suggestions and corrections are one of the key factors in being a fast and efficient typist on its keyboard. Even if you've misspelled a word, the iPhone can usually figure out what word you meant based on the letters near the ones you typed. So if I type something like pick up laundry, but I misspell the word laundry, notice it immediately suggests the correct spelling of laundry. I just tap space and the change is instantly made. It's important to remember that pressing space is telling the iPhone that its suggestion is correct. If the suggestion is not correct, tap the suggestion to remove it. The iPhone will remember which suggestions you've ignored, and it will also learn the words you use most often that it doesn't recognize and add them to its internal dictionary, so after time it will stop trying to correct words that you've told it are not typos. Now, don't take this to mean that once you get good at this, the iPhone will catch every typo you make. You're going to leave plenty of typos behind as you type. So there are several typos in this list. The last typo was the misspelling of Wednesday at the end of this list. To fix this, I'll just tap the delete key to delete most of the word and retype it correctly. So the delete key can be tapped once so you delete one letter at a time, or if you want to delete more than that, hold down the delete key. If you continue holding down the delete key, your iPhone or iPod Touch assumes you want to get rid of a lot more and entire words start getting deleted. Now there are other ways to delete entire chunks of text faster than that, which we'll look at in a following movie, but for now, that's how you use the delete or backspace key. So how do you go about fixing typos that are way back at the beginning of what you typed without deleting everything that came after it? Glad you asked. Just hold down your finger over the text, and in a second, the text under your finger shows up in this kind of magnifying glass. Slide your finger until the cursor appears where you want to make a change. Notice these select and select all buttons appear. We'll talk more about these shortly, but for now, the important thing is that my cursor is where I need it to be, and I can type an I to fix the word writing. And I can do the same thing in the line above to fix the word porch. And that's how you fix typos. Again, you really need to learn to trust the autocorrection feature of your iPhone or iPod Touch because it will automatically fix many of the mistakes you make. Just try to ignore typos as you make them and just keep typing. Here's a quick example. I'm going to type the sentence, "Be sure to remind Peter about the meeting next week," and I'm going to type it pretty quickly. I'll most likely miss several keys, but I'm just going to plow through and let autocorrection do its thing. If you were watching closely, you should have noticed that the iPhone pretty much fixed every typo I made on the fly. Now, as you get more comfortable with the iPhone keyboard, you'll probably want to graduate from tapping out words with one finger and move into typing with two thumbs. Again, this is going to take practice, and you'll get much better as you get more experienced, and typing with two thumbs can be significantly faster than using a single finger. Just hold the phone with the fingers of both hands and type with your thumbs like this. You might have noticed that I just typed let's, L-E-T-S, and the iPhone added the apostrophe for me. I also used the shortcut of typing two spaces after my first sentence to automatically insert a period. Notice the first letter of the second sentence was automatically capitalized as well. These are all default behaviors you can find under Settings, General, Keyboard. This is where you'll find the controls for autocorrection, auto-capitalization, which is why my iPhone capitalized the first letter of the second sentence, and the period shortcut is found here as well. And again, that means typing two spaces inserts a period. The other option you can turn on and off is Enable Caps Lock. With Caps Lock on, a quick double tap of the Shift key locks the letters to all caps so you can quickly type out acronyms or yell at someone via text. Tap the Shift key again to turn Caps Lock off. Now, one last setting I want to mention here. Earlier I was saying how the iPhone and iPod Touch will learn words it doesn't recognize so it doesn't constantly try to correct words that you previously told it not to. Now, there might be times when you've typed words in by accident that are clearly misspelled that the iPhone then tries to suggest since you've misspelled them several times. If that happens, go to Settings, General, Reset. Here you can tap Reset Keyboard Dictionary, which you can see will delete all of the custom words the dictionary learned from you. But be aware that this means the dictionary will also have to relearn all the legitimate custom words you created too. So don't reset the dictionary unless you really have to. Also, the iPhone and iPod Touch will actually notice if you haven't used a custom word in a while and remove it from the dictionary after some time. So if you can live with an occasional invalid suggestion from the dictionary for a while, eventually the misspelled word will be deleted by the iPhone and you won't be bothered by it again.